I want to hear from some MAGA people. I genuinely want to hear from you. In the comments, I'd like for you to try to make a real argument, not whataboutism, don't immediately just go, well, the Democrats, I don't worship the Democrats. If any fucking Democrat alive breaks the law and does some kind of terrible crime, put him in jail. I don't give a fuck because I'm not in a cult. So let's skip that part. I genuinely want to hear from you cult trash clowns. Are you totally cool with the fact, and it is a fact, that DOGE talked all that shit about saving money and cutting cost, and they didn't get to even 5% of their goal? It was all bullshit. Everything they did was wasteful and stupid. They're now rehiring a ton of the people they fired because they just had to. There's just no way for shit to work if they don't. Are y'all cool with that? Do you like it? Because what I just said is a fact. Do you like that? Tell me how hitting less than 5% of your goal and then having to reverse tons of the shit you did helped the country. Tell me how cutting all this aid to sick and dying people in developing countries, when the food that would have gone to them was grown by American farmers who are now losing their ass because they're not able to sell and send that food to the dying people. Tell me how that makes the country better. I want a real answer. And I want a real answer to y'all screamed and screamed and screamed and whined and cried like fucking psychopaths, calling everybody else on the world groomers, even though it was always your party. It was always your party. From Dennis Hastert and Josh Duger all the way up to Donnie Cankletits. He's a fucking pedophile. You screamed about Epstein. And now it's all in the hands of the Trump-controlled DOJ and FBI, and they're refusing to release it. They are jumping through every fucking hoop they can find to avoid releasing it, sending Congress home early, failing to confirm people who were duly elected and deserve to be in office because they don't want to force a vote on the Epstein files, jumping through every fucking hoop to avoid releasing these files. Do you like that? Is this what you voted for? You enjoying it? I want to hear from you. I want to hear a real answer, not a poorly articulated, misspelled, grammatically incorrect answer where you misuse there, and there. I want to hear a real answer. Do you like that your party is covering up for the most powerful pedophiles on earth, and they're doing it in plain as day, out in the open, and if you deny it, you're a dumb motherfucker? Do you like that? Do you like that you think you're a fiscal conservative while you support a guy who added $8 trillion to the national debt, more than any president ever has in the history of the United States of America, and he did it in 4 years and nobody else had ever done it in 8? He's now added $1 trillion to the deficit. I know that you probably don't understand what debt and deficit are because you can barely fucking read. But he's added $1 trillion to the deficit just since taking office. And do you like that? Do you like that you think you're a fiscal conservative and he just gave $20 billion to Argentina, just gave $6 billion to Israel to keep killing children? Do you like that? I want to hear a real answer from you, a smart one, if you can figure out how to do that. I want to hear you give a real articulate answer to these real questions. I'm asking you a question as a man. Are you a man? Are you enough of a fucking man to be able to answer a question? Because it doesn't seem like it. It seems like no matter how strong you pretend your convictions are, as soon as this dying pedophile with cankles steps on those convictions, you'll pretend you never cared about him in the first place because you stand for nothing. That's why you fucking fall for everything, because you stand for nothing. You have no character. You have no integrity. You have no belief system. You're a morally bankrupt, ethically rudderless, lost fuck. You're a brainwashed cult clown piece of trash. You don't have to be. You could leave all of it behind, but you can't because your ego is bigger than your brain and your heart, and you refuse to be wrong. You would rather kill somebody and or yourself than be wrong because your ego is more powerful than any other part of you. But you are wrong. You could pretend you're not wrong for the rest of time until you finally, thankfully, fucking die, but you'll still be wrong. You'll be wrong forever. Your children will know you're wrong. Your grandchildren will know you're wrong. You will always be a dumb, racist, bigot fuck that supported a dying pedophile with cankles. You will always be somebody who threw every one of your fucking beliefs out the door to support a lifelong con man rapist with bitch tits and a dirty diaper and a pussy on his neck. That will always be your legacy, and there's nothing you can do about it except for fucking walk away. Walk away while you still have some tiny semblance of dignity. You don't, but you could. And maybe the decent people in your life who have quit talking to you, your kids, your siblings, maybe those people will come back if you text them and go, hey, I see it now. He is a con man. He is a pedophile. He is a rapist. He is fucking our country. He is licking Vladimir Putin's asshole on live television every day. And you think you're a patriot while you worship a guy who tariffed every country on earth except for our biggest enemy. And you think that you're a patriot? You stupid motherfucker. You think that you're a small government Republican or a libertarian while you support a guy that is kidnapping legal residents. We won't even talk about undocumented workers, illegal aliens. Let's talk about legal residents. They are kidnapping people as they come out of asylum hearings where a judge has just granted the person asylum. They come out going, fuck yes, I got asylum, I'm safe. And ICE takes them right out of the courtroom and sends them to a fucking death camp, God knows where. Some of them are going to Africa, to Uganda. People from Mexico are getting sent to Uganda. Do you think that you're a small government, constitutional conservative, and you support that? Then you're a lying, hypocritical piece of shit. You're a fucking liar. You always will be. What you need to understand is no matter what you say or what you do, you will always be a person who supported pedophiles, con men, rapists, kidnappers, people that are basically sponsoring and sugarcoating genocide in two places. What's going on in Ukraine is very much a genocide too. And you're cheering against Ukraine, our ally. You think it's great that they attacked Zelensky in the White House because you're a fucking traitor. If you're a traitor to our ally because you want to support our biggest enemy, then you're a traitor to your country, like Tucker Carlson. You're a fucking traitor, and you always will be. There's nothing you could ever do about it other than walk away. So walk away or enjoy your legacy of shame, you fucking piece of shit.